All right, good morning, guys and girls, whatever we got in here. Thinkorswim acting crazy off the rip. My whole watch list got reset, so I'm still trying to get my watch list straightened out. Let's see. I got a grant for the COVID vaccine. That seems, as many vaccines are out right now, that kind of seems useless, but it is getting some attention here. Very low float. Good morning, One Life. So yeah, like right now at this point, I'm trying to get my watch list somewhat together since Thinkorswim had such issues at the beginning. But yeah, we'll get there. We got a few different stocks moving here. And GOVX is a little interesting. Keep an eye on that one. Keep that on the list. LMFA. LMFA is not known to hold its gains. If you look back on the daily chart, you can see it gapped up there, came down, gapped up there, came down, gapped up there, came down. So we're having a gap up here. So most likely it's going to keep coming down, but you never really know for sure. Take that off. Boy, OEG with a nice run so far. Pretty much going straight up out of the gate. See, AZRX looks like a trash can. AIKI looks like a trash can. BXRX looks like a trash can. BRQS is okay. I don't like PTE and take that off. Good morning, Crow's Nest. Good morning, Mark. See, like I said, right now at this point, I'm just trying to get a watch list together, and then we're going to try this Darvos box, not Davos box, but the Darvos box strategy again. So I'm going to keep an eye on GovX here, GOVX. At the moment. So this is very low float, and it does have good news. I just don't know. like I said, there's a lot of competition for vaccines, so don't really know if that's exactly a good thing. So yeah, we're gonna see how this Darvos box works again today. Doing a little more testing. Actually, nice having a little pullback there. Off the top of that box. That's not doing too much. I'm going to take that off. OEG having a little bit of a pullback right now. I thought I took these off. Did my... What? Yeah, come on. Thinkorswim, what are you doing? Just took a whole bunch of these off. Now you're resetting it again. What are you doing? Thinkorswim's driving me nuts today. It's been crazy. So do keep that in mind. That Thinkorswim is a little bit off. See SPCB. Oh, I just took that off. See Tops, one of those shippers. Tops getting a little pop today. Just a random little pop. FT slowly climbing up. Not really much going on UAVS. I'm going to leave it on there because UAVS has been getting some attention lately. Alright, give me just a second, guys. I'll be right back. All right. So nothing there yet on GovX. We're on LMFA yet. OEG still pulling back. I'm actually going to watch OEG here for a second. And so this Darvos box seems to work better on uptrends, so that's what I'm looking at, the stocks that are in uptrends. $4 resistance area breaking down here on OEG. See, GovX is selling off. Looks like a lot of these are starting to sell off. So if $4 can hold a support here on OEG, it could possibly start making another move up here soon. It's got to hold that $4 area. See, BRQS, let's see how much resistance we have ahead of this. Is that 154? So a lot of resistance where it's at right now. But if it can hold that 150 at 200-day moving average, it could keep moving up. Which it looks like what it's trying to do right now is hold. And that's BRQS. FTFT still slowly maneuvering. Yeah, so nothing yet. Nothing yet right at the moment on anything. So Sun issued in W. It's a nice move. You can see a buy signal right there in the 1 minute, and it ran from 678 all the way up to 844. So that buy signal was accurate. I haven't seen really too many other buy signals yet on these other stocks. ADIL. They got some type of pattern or something, but not a lot of volume on this. Not a pattern, but noticeable amounts. So it's kind of meh. Let's look at the SPY. What's the SPY doing right now? No, the SPY, not SPG. The SPY's climbing. And GovX dropping some more there. I like the way OEG looks, but because I'm testing this Darvo strategy, I don't want to go in, but it is trying to hold over that $4 mark. And you got the 9 EMA on the 5 at 390, so you got a little bit of indicator support there below it. And that was resistance before, so that old resistance is trying to hold up as new support. Hey Greg, what's going on? Good morning, buddy. I don't know if Mark's still in here. He might be able to elaborate more on the crypto pullback. From what I've seen, it was a bunch of miners locking in profits that were selling off inventory. But what I was looking at, it looked like it was getting bought back up though. Bitcoin and Ethereum and Litecoin. Yeah, because when I got up, they were down a little bit lower than they are now. But Mark would have to elaborate on that one if he knows a little bit more about that. Because like I said, I'm new to crypto, and it makes sense the miners would be selling because the miners are always holding coins until they go on a nice rip, and then they sell their inventory because that's what you do when you're a miner. Same thing with gold or silver. You know, you go and mine and mine and mine until the prices go up, and then you start selling your inventory. Don't want to sell it while it's cheap. You want to sell it when it's up. So it makes sense from that perspective. There's a buy signal just now. I'm going to go right here on OEG. Got that buy signal on the 1 minute. I got filled at 409. We're starting to creep up here a little bit. At 425 is going to be some resistance. See, we're running into resistance at 420 here. See if this breaks down or not. Slowly breaking down. Needs to break down a little bit faster though. And a lot of selling there. I can't see my numbers. What's going on here? There we go. So the buy signal is accurate as far as the quick run, but I want to see if it's going to keep moving or not. Put stop loss in case it turns around, but let's see what happens on this. I'd like to see a buy signal on this 5 minute in this area as well. This 5 minute candle needs to close above 415. It's got a second to do it. Yeah, there we go. Good close. Now let's see if volume ramps up here. Need to see volume right here pushing up, buying volume. Still getting held up at that 420 pretty hard. That's why we need that big buying volume to come through and push it through. Break through this 420, 425 area, then it might push for a new high a day. Good morning, Daniel B. If it don't push through here soon, though, it's going to have a pullback. And it'll pull back down to this $4 area. Just trying to hold 415. If it can hold that 415 support, it may get the breakout. Or a bigger breakout, I should say. It's getting bought up under that 415 area, so 415 really trying to hold a support. This volume's getting real light on this at the moment. Need to see more buyers coming in. Yeah, 433 is the high of the year, so it could be. This could have been all it had. But like I said, I'm testing Darvill's block strategy. It gave me a buy signal on this. I already liked it, so I went in. Okay, and I'm starting to see 415. We need to see bids keep stacking at 415. See, now the ask is at 415. A little bit of resistance there. And that's not what we don't want to see. That we don't want the ask stacking. We want the bid stacking on 415. So now that's acting as a little resistance. So we're probably going to have this pullback to $4 here in a second. Let's see, we got a minute on this 5-minute candle to close. If this 5-minute candle can close over 415 like that one did, then we'll probably be ready to go. Nope, and there's the pullback. Ten seconds on this candle to close here. Really don't want it to drop any lower than it already has. Hello, SoFoam. Hello, Virus. Don't know if I said that right, but hopefully I said that right. Appreciate the support. Nice job, SoFoam. Having the best trading day ever. It's always good to hear. There you go, Greg. There's Mark. Now this is going to need to break over this 420 here soon, like in the next 5 minutes. This 5-minute candle needs to close above 420 at this point, because if not, it's going to start. It's starting to kind of look like it's curling. Maybe a premature early curl, but we'll see. Well, be careful with that soul foam. You know, be sure you're not gambling on those stocks with your whole account. But I mean, if you got a nice win and you knew what you were doing, as long as you know why you're buying and selling, that's all that matters. As long as you know that. Let's see, we're going to test that 420 here. Let's see if we can break through. If it starts to break through, I'm going to cancel this sell order. The stop loss. And get ready to start locking out profits if it can break through here. I can barely see my time in sales. I just now realized that. There we go. Kind of. Alright. Still a lot of resistance here. Need to see this. This is where the big buying volume push has got to come. Need a lot of buyers to take out this 420. Oh, it looks like it's starting to break here a little bit. Got a lot of the sellers out. There we go. And we just got a buy signal, another buy signal there on the Darvos box, so that's a good sign. Push it up to that 433 or 425. If we break that 425, then it can get on up and try to make a new high a day here. So 425 holding up as some resistance, which, you know, we knew it would. 420, 425, both of those are strong resistance areas. I like the Darvos so far. I mean, the buy signals seem to be pretty accurate, and I'm having to think way less than I normally have to think, which is a good thing because a lot of times I overthink things. It gets me in trouble. So I don't know. So far, I'm digging the Darvos box. We'll see if it continues to do good work or not. But so far, so good. We're starting to get it. I'm gonna go ahead and cancel the sell order because we're pushing up towards this high a day right now. So there's going to be probably a good bit of selling here at 430 and 433. But if buying volume continues to push in here, yeah, you can see a lot of sellers sitting on the ask at 430. See if they start getting taken out or not. It says buying volume increasing. Yep, it's getting through 430. We're about to hit a new high a day. 435. I'm going to go ahead and lock. I'm going to wait a second. I'm going to hold off just a second before I lock in. See if this really starts getting running or not. Alright, I'm going to lock in 10 shares here. Well, that dumped back down pretty quick. Hit 444. Coming back down. Kind of a double top on the 5 minutes, so actually I may get out here. Let's see what happens. So it's trying to hold up this 430. If it can hold up 430, It may try to move again, but I don't like this double top on the 5 minute. It's a little sketchy. And we're way off the 9 as well. Oh, you see, you did get a buy signal there on the 5 minute. Yeah, 430 doesn't hold up here. This is going to come back down probably to 408, maybe 415. Well, actually, it could hold 420. That was some strong resistance. $430 trying to hold. If $430 can hold, this will try to make another leg up. So you see that 430 cracking, and 420 is going to be the last little hold up here. $420 doesn't hold up. I'm getting out. I'm not going to take a loss on this. $420 may not hold up. See, a lot of selling came in there at that new high of day. See, it's trying to push back up to 420 now. So we got a minute and a half on this candle. I'm just thinking, yeah, I'm gonna put a stop loss in right there, right above my entry. So worst case, I finish green and I don't take a loss. In case this doesn't keep running, I'm trying to give it a chance to see if it's going to keep running, but that was a decent little pop there. I mean, I got it at 409. It ripped up to 440. So that was, that was a good 30-cent buy signal from the Darvos box. Another pretty accurate call on this thing. Daniel B's in ride. We're just getting a lot of selling pressure. I mean, and I'm not surprised because this is a new high year. We just hit at 440. So when you get it, you got stocks pushing for a new high year, you're going to have a lot of selling pressure up in those areas. What is what called the stock or the Darvos box that I'm using, this new strategy I'm testing? So we got 5 minutes on this, or not 5 minutes, 5 seconds for this 5-minute candle to close. You see buyers starting to come back into this a little bit. Oh yeah, we're looking pretty decent here. Oh, the dart here, here you go. Darvos box. See if buyers can keep coming in, and this might be able to push for a new high a day. I would say 450 is going to be pretty tough resistance, because 440 seems to be. But we'll see. It's got to break through 430 again though. Getting held up at 430 here. You're welcome, Donna. Like I said, I don't, I just started testing the Darvos box Friday, so I don't know. I still don't know yet how consistently accurate it's going to be. But so far, I like what I'm seeing. LLY, what you're saying, Daniel B? Put LLY on the watch list, but I don't want to switch away from this yet because we're getting to a pivotal point to where this could possibly have a big breakout, possibly, because it has been slowly building up, and there's no past chart resistance, so. But it depends on what it does here, whether or not it can break through this 440, 450 area. All right, Greg. Have a good day, buddy. I'll talk to you later. If you guys don't know Greg, he is the other host of the other channel, the Straight White Male Perspective channel. That we so aptly named. Popping in the chat there this morning. Join the live stream for a bit. So we'll see Greg tonight on the other channel, I'm sure. We'll be popping over there. Hopefully not talking about any of the craziness, because we are about done with it. All the politics and craziness that we've been talking about on the channel. It's been a ridiculous. Well, you guys know. I ain't got to tell you. You guys know how crazy things have been. Anyway, you can see at 430 still holding up. You can see that selling pressure on the tops of these wicks of these candles. But it is trying to push back up into this 430 range. Just need to see a little bit more buying. This is the thing with the Darvos box strategy. If you don't know what you're doing, you may be able to hit the buy signals and stuff, but you still have to understand price action, support and resistance, and all the other things to do with day trading and the stock market and stuff, to know when to sell. So if you don't know that stuff, the Darvos box isn't going to help you too much. So you still need to learn. So it looks like we may test this 440 here. I'm going to pop my stop loss off again, in case we start breaking. It's a big seller sitting there, but if buying volume can put, oh, here we go. Real close to, there we go. See more selling at 240 or at 444. And there was another buy signal right there on the Darvos box at 436. So let's see if this can get through all the selling. If it can get through all the selling, that's what I was saying. If it breaks 450, it may start running. BLNK the $5 run, nice. Here we go. Let's see what happens at 450 here. We do got nice increase in volume on the 1 minute. We need to see that continue if it's going to push through this 450. Yeah, getting rejected there at 450, exactly at 450. Kind of have another little double top on the 5 minute. I think I'm going to go ahead and lock out a little bit more here. above this 440 area. I'm gonna lock 10 more shares out because I don't want to come back down and not get some of that profit. So I'm down to 30 shares, and I'm gonna hold this last 30 shares here to see if it's gonna break through 450 or not. Pushing back up. Buying volume still increasing on the 1 minute. See, big buyer just came in at 446. He's slowly getting taken out though. Buyers are trying to get this through 450 right here, but still a lot of selling pressure. You can see a little pullback there. And we're looking like a double top on the 5 minute. I was about to say it may have another pullback because of that double top. Buyers pushed it right back up over 440 though. So I'm gonna give it a little shot here to see if it's gonna push back up to 450. Because we are getting quite a bit of buy-in in this area, in that 440 to 450 area. And we took out a lot of sellers. And if a shorter's sitting at 450, they'll have to cover if this starts to break 450. See, we're only up 30% on this stock on the day. So I mean, it still could push, but we also gotta keep in mind we're at the high of the year, so we don't know how long this can run for. So you got about a minute and 20 seconds on this 5 minute candle to close. We need to see it close above that 430 area, preferably if buying volume could come in and push it over 440. If this 5 minute candle close over 440, that'd be a pretty strong close. So we're down to a minute here. Let's see what happens. Don't want it to drop below 430. Buyer sitting at 435 is trying to build some support there. At 435 support slowly getting taken out. No, that held up. See if it gets back over 440. Let's see. There we go. That candle closed. Where'd it close over? Closed right at 440. That's a pretty good close. Let's see if buying volume comes back in. A little bit of buying volume starting to push in. Got some selling at 445, and we're gonna have probably a ton of selling at 450. So this is where the tug of war gets real important. The buyer's gotta win the tug of war here. This is gonna come back down. The 9 on the 5 minutes at 425, so there's some decent support there. See decent sized sellers still in this 446 there. The sellers keep getting pushed up though. Yeah, let's see. This may break 450 here. Let's see. 450 slowly getting pecked at. Need to see more buying volume, but it's getting pecked at. Let's see. Need 450 on the ask. We need it to stay on the ask so it can be pecked at, because it's staying under 450. It's not gonna peck at those sellers sitting there. We're just pecking at the sellers below 450. Need to see increasing buying volume right down here. We need a big green. We need a big green volume bar to come through to push this through to push this over 450. I'm gonna look real quick. The max chart. No, this is the highest this stock's ever been. When did it come out? So it looks like this IPO'd back in May of last year. So this is a relatively new stock. So actually, it doesn't really have a ceiling. So I'm gonna remove this. So you see, we did get rejected there at 450. $440 starting to hold up as support. A little bit of buying there. We got 2 minutes on this 5 minute candle to close. We really want to see it break 450 on this 5 minute candle here. So within the next minute and a half, this needs to start breaking. We are getting real close. And it may start to break. Let's see here. We're getting pecked at. Still not breaking. We're just pecking at that 450, which is a good thing. We at least want sellers to be taken out, but we got a lot of sellers sitting at 450, so we're gonna need a big buying volume push. And you see they're getting pecked at. Little 450 orders coming up on the time and sales. Still being held down. We need to see it start lighting up green 450. Yep, there it goes. That's exactly what I was talking about. There we go. And you saw it as I said that. We need to see the green start lighting up right there on the time and sales. And right as I was saying that, it just went 450 green all the way down the time and sales. That's how you know a lot of buyers are coming in. That's what we wanted to see. And then we also got the big buying volume push there. So 460 new high a day. Now, is this going to keep running or not? That's the question at this point. But at this point, we want 450 to hold up as support. See, breaking through 460, it looks like here. Yeah, right through 460. Getting a nice little push up to 470. Kind of got another possible double top on the 5 minute again. You know what? I'm gonna lock it out, guys. I'm gonna lock it out because I got it at 409 for the Darvos box. That's a 50-cent run. So once again, I got it at 409. So that was another win on the Darvos box strategy. Very nice. 50 cent a share move there. It could possibly keep running, but like I was saying, the year, it just hit a new high a year and all that. It's been hitting new highs of the year. Could possibly keep running, but being up 50 cents a share is pretty good, especially on these penny stocks. So I just went ahead and took it there. Oh, and look, let's get another push up here now. Yeah, the 5 minute is pretty well. Yeah, the 5 minute is pretty accurate. The 5 minute I've seen probably about 95% accuracy on it. The 1 minute is still accurate. You can see here there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buying signals. But like I was saying Friday on the 1 minute, there was a couple of them I got in when I was experimenting with just little bits. And this thing is really starting to take off. All the way up to 480. But yeah, like I was saying Friday, very nice move. You kind of have to get in quick on these 1 minute buy signals, and they don't always rip hard. They might just rip a little. And it's pushing all the way up to 5 here. I would say 5 is going to be pretty tough for this to break. Because in penny stocks, there's 3 major resistance lines. And that's $1, $5, and $10. And the reason being is because each one of those levels, especially on a stock that's never been that high before, it's kind of a different mindset for traders and investors and stuff. But yeah, not too bad. Another win on the Darvos box. See, I do actually have some funds left, so I may look for another trade. Actually, I am, because I'm testing this, so I wanna keep testing it. So the more testing I can do, the more data I can figure out on this thing. But so far, so good. I'm not gonna trade this probably again, because I don't want to get in this high, even if it does show me a buy signal. But I mean, I would start to expect a bit of a pullback. This is a dollar move here in the last 30 minutes on this stock. So give me a couple seconds here, guys. I'm gonna take a quick breather, and then I'll look for another trade of this Darvos box. See if I can't go 2 for 2 today. So what I go 2 for 4 on Friday, and I finished green today so far. Went and trade, finishing green. And then when I first discovered it was Thursday after hours, and I had a win and trade there. So that's 3 out of 5. So far, 4 out of 6 with the Darvos box. 4 green trades out of 6 with the Darvos box. And 2 of those trades Friday, like I said, they did get a little pop after the buy signal, but it was just a quick pop. And I wasn't fast enough to make that type of scalp. So far, 4 of 6. I'm digging it. We'll see. I'm come back in just a minute, and we'll see if we can't go 5 for 7. But I am digging it. I'll be right back, guys. All right, so let's see if we can't find another trade. Let's pop around, see what's happening besides OEG here. LMFA still selling off. So W just going sideways. HAP going sideways. I achieved over 70% growth in December. That's a good press release. This is actually a big descending triangle here. So possibly could get something on that. BRQS sold off. PTE. See, where's that 200 at 140? See, remove these old lines. Oh, stop. Get out of here. There we go. See what kind of resistance we got above this. Yeah. So 143 is kind of testing that 200 now. Then 150's got a lot of resistance. And then 172. So that's a possibility. UAVS is moving real slow. I'm going to take it off. JAGX I'm going to leave on. BNGO. So you can see right here, this is what I was talking about from Friday on the 1 minute buy signal. There's a quick buy signal there at 5.55 and it ran up to 5.65. So you could have scalped 10 cents there. But the 1 minute will show buy signals for quick rips as well. So you got to kind of keep that in mind on the 1 minute, but I do like the 5 minute. I mean, it's not like it's not accurate. That is, you know, from where it says to buy up to there, that's what, 10 cents there, 10 cents there. So it's still accurate on the 1 minute. You just don't know how far it's going to run on the 1 minute, because you do get little quick buy signals for scalps. Same thing here. You can see on this one, 130 up to 138.9 basically. So about a 10 cent move off of that one there. But see here on GovX, 5 minute buy signal at 560, and this ran up to 720. So that's a very nice buy signal there on the 5. I don't have the Darvos box tutorial yet because, like I said, I just found this Thursday in after hours around like 5 o'clock my time, 5 o'clock p.m. So this is only the second day really testing it. Like I said, I did test it in after hours Thursday for one trade. Whoops. And then what was I looking at? I forgot what I was even looking at. And then yesterday or Friday was the first full trading morning of me trying it, and today is the second day trying it. So I don't want to do a tutorial until I have it completely figured out myself. That's why I'm testing it still. Like I said, so far so good, but I don't want to test it for 2 days and be like, "Oh, this thing is great." And then, you know, the next 2 days after that, it doesn't work at all. So I'm trying to give it, you know, kind of almost 5 days of trading, really, to see it continually work before I go that far on it. But yeah, I will as soon as I am done with the experiment and I feel confident in this strategy, then I will do a tutorial on it. But I'm not, even though I'm 4 for 6 or whatever with the strategy, I'm not confident in it yet. Because like I said, this could be a fluke. So till the experiment is done. Yeah, nothing is set in stone exactly. That's the thing with the stock market. You never know. But so far, so good. So yeah, pretty much this whole week I'm going to be experimenting with it. You get a full week of trading in with this strategy. And we'll see what happens. But I am looking for another trade today. Like I said, I'm going to try to get another trade in and try to see if I can't go 5 for 7 with the strategy. See if I can get another win with this today. And so far, I'm not really applying too much of my normal knowledge. Like, I'm not looking so much at price action and stuff while I'm waiting for the buy signals. I'm trying to let the buy signals do everything on their own so I can see, where the errors are at and stuff like that. So that's kind of the first few days of testing here. I want to see how accurate the buy signals are without me doing any thinking. And then I'll start, I kind of, on OEG I was saying I kind of like this if it holds $4. And then it did, and then it got the break there, and it got a buy signal right at $4. So I'm trying not to use too much of my experience with it, because I'm trying to see if this is going to be something that may be really good for new traders starting out to use or not. Hello, Keith. Doing good. How are you, buddy? So, all right, let's look around. Let's try to figure out another possible play. Basically, I want to be looking at a couple. I only really want to be looking at a couple of stocks because these buy signals come so quick, and you really don't want to be late to them. You really want the buy signals as soon. You want to buy on them as soon as they pop, or as soon as the buy signal happens. So that way you've got the best entry in case it is one of those little quick 10-cent rips or something. OEG so far trying to hold up 450. Bouncing off this 9 EMA here. So still may possibly be a play on that. I don't. I buy dividend stocks for my long-term portfolio. I don't really day trade them unless they're just something that is hot at the moment, like if it's a stock that's got a press release or something like that. Like I'm not specifically looking to day trade dividend stocks because you never know what stocks are going to be running every day for day trading. But I do like dividend stocks for a long-term portfolio. I own a few different companies that paid pretty good dividends. PSF. So what are you doing? What are you doing? Just buying stocks that are close to their dividend date? Said 90 cents. It's at 27, so weird thing is it's not showing me any dividends. Usually it shows the dividend payments up here. Is this a new dividend payment this is offering? It's gotta be, because usually it shows up down here on the daily chart if there's dividends. You just gotta make sure with that strategy that you're buying before the hold date is. There were none. Okay, yeah. So that's the first dividend payment for it. So yeah, you gotta make sure that you're buying before the hold date expires. So I don't know if today the hold date expires or what. Probably, I would imagine. But some dividend stocks, the hold dates will be might be a couple of days before, maybe even a week before the dividend payment. So that's something you got to pay attention to. It's an interesting strategy, though. I've never really heard anybody, or at least who's come to my channel, who's trading dividend stock payments. By the end of the ex-dividend day. That's what I was thinking. That's what I was trying to think of what it was called. Like I said, I don't day trade those, so I don't really pay that much attention to that type of stuff. I just buy them and hold them, the ones that I like. I like the consistent dividends. Hey, whatever works. That's what I always say. So there's a million ways to make money in the stock market. Whatever works for whatever person. Everybody's different. So nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I've got it. I can pull the ex dividend date up on my up on Webull. That's what my long term portfolio is on. And I can see the ex dividend date. I don't use Thinkorswim for my long term. Oh, speaking of long term, I noticed the other day. I actually noticed yesterday, and it's not doing it yet. This is a garbage stock. I talked about it a while back. Uh, this is a trash can stock that I bought like 5 years ago when I first started investing in trading, and I got it. I mean, I only spent like $20 on it or something. I got like 5,000 shares of it, and I've been holding. I've been holding for so long, just because it wasn't worth it to sell it. Just kind of one of those rookie mistakes. But it has been getting some attention here in the last month or so from, I guess, the legalization of weed and stuff, because this is a pot stock. So I just wanted to peek over and look at it and see if it's pushing up, because if it ever gets above what I got in at, then I'm going to finally sell it. You can see a nice little build up here in the last little bit. See, LMFA just got a buy signal on the 5 minute. This is it's in a pretty strong downtrend. Let's see. Actually, pretty good support at 265. I'm not sure if I want to go on this or not. Kind of missed it. I'd be getting up about 10 cents higher than the buy signal. And if I do that and it's only a 10-cent pop, a scan for when buy signals hit. Yeah. No, that's the one tricky thing about it, is that you just gotta wait it out if you're using the Darville Spock strategy and just wait for the buy signals. So if you're looking at multiple stocks, it's a little bit tricky because you'll miss them. And of course, I'm talking about all kinds of different stuff that I talk about, so I'm gonna miss them because of that too. But look here. So far, a 20-cent move off of that buy signal on the 5-minute. Yeah, I got some shares of Ford too. I think I got 6 from Webull, from somebody signing up with the affiliate link. Or actually, there's a couple people. I didn't get 6 from one person. That'd be a lot. But what was I gonna say? Oh, Ford has the first all-electric Mustang coming out either this month or next month. So I'm debating holding them to see what Ford does, how their sales go with that. Let's pop over to Ford just to see. Excuse me, guys. I'm falling apart here. So yeah, nice move on Ford. Ford getting a little push up. See, what the hell was I just looking at? I think it was LMFA, wasn't it? No, get over there. Yeah, it was LMFA. That was the one I was looking at. Oh, Weeble's running another promo. EG. Weeble approached me a while back and wanted to do a sponsorship, but they didn't. The sponsorship was not enough to get me to move on it. Like I do better with using my affiliate link instead of them sponsoring me. So I just like, nah. Yeah, the referral link, whatever you call it, affiliate link, referral link, pretty much same thing. It's actually a pretty good buy signal on NSPR. 50 cents up to, or I'm sorry, 57.5 cents up to 60 cents on a very cheap stock. That's a pretty decent scalp. I did see that on that Ford PR that automakers were cutting manufacturing because of a low supply of chips. So the chip makers, all the chip makers may be getting some moves up because low supply and heavy demand. You guys know what that means. Let's see, what's AMD doing? Oh yeah, AMD up to $100. Let's see if Intel's running too. Intel's starting to pop up as well, so you may have to watch these chip makers for the next couple of days. See, what's Intel got as PR here? China's chip independence goals helped by U.S. developed tech. Intel recognizes something. Intel in talks with a couple of companies to outsource production. Yeah, there wasn't too much good news. Yeah, I'm using the Darvos box, Mark. I was using it Friday, and I've used it today so far on one trade. 4 for 6 trying the Darvos box, but yeah, I made a nice little win on OEG getting in here after this buy signal and it running up to 491, but I sold out around 460 something. I am looking for another trade. But I haven't got anything yet, so I'm just waiting it out. Still experimenting with this Darvos box. So far, it's been working out. Look there, buy signal on BRQS, about 10-cent pop. Let's see, Daniel B in One Life talking about ride for a swing. Yeah, I don't disagree with you guys there. This possibly could be a good swing. Got very good consolidation. This nice upward trend above all indicators. Yeah, that's a pretty decent looking swing. I think you guys are probably good on that. Buying and limit selling at $1. What do you mean? Are you saying like use one of the bracket orders like that and have a price target of $1 rip and then I mean that is something you could do. Yeah, I mean you could do that. The only problem is, like I said, on some of these buy signals, you're not getting big rips. You're only getting 10-cent rips. So you, depending on the buy signal, you don't really want to necessarily do that. And like I said, I'm not trying to overthink this strategy right now. I'm not trying to really put too much of my own knowledge into it. I'm just trying to see how it works. So as the week goes on, we'll continue to build on this strategy. But as of now, I'm still just wanting to test the accuracy of these buy signals and get a better feel of what this indicator does. But yeah, that is a very plausible strategy to use with this. Maybe not $1. $1 is a little high. Maybe. Well, it depends on the stock. That's the thing. It depends on the stock. If there's not a ton of resistance ahead and the only resistance is $1 up above the entry, then yeah, you could use that. So I mean, there's a lot of factors you kind of got to incorporate to see if the trade is worth holding for $1 rip or not. Oh yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, I thought you were talking about on these penny stocks. If you're talking about higher price stocks, yeah, that's one of the other factors too. Like Tesla's going to rip a dollar easily, pretty much every day. You know, you can see there it bounced off of what 817 and went all the way up to 855. But you know, a dollar profit target is relevant to the price of the stock. So like LMFA can run a dollar. It can run a couple of dollars possibly, but uh, I was a buy signal there. I'm gonna go on this buy signal. I got filled a little bit high, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Yeah, I got filled at 284. I had a little delay there. See if it can break through 285 here. A little test of this 1 minute. A lot of sellers at 285 though. They're slowly getting pecked at though. Let's see if buying volume keeps coming in. Actually, I got filled at 285. I thought I got filled at 284, but it's 2.849. So this is going to have to break 285 here soon if it's going to make another move up. Starting to drop a little bit. That's the thing with these 1 minute buy signals. Buy signals are like 277, 280. And it popped up real quick to 285. See, where's the 9 out on the 5 minute? 9's at 273. 270. Trying to figure out where the support is going to be at, if this is going to hold or not. A little pullback there. Buyers trying to push it up off 275. Just got to break through 285 here real soon if it's going to keep moving up. A little bit of a pullback here. Once this 275 hold. Yeah, so 275 held. Buyers keep pushing it. That's 4 candles in a row. Buyers have pushed us back up over 275. We just started pecking at that 285. Let's see if volume keeps coming in. Come on, just a little bit more. Push up to that 285. Eyes are trying to slowly push it up. Let's see, we got a minute on this 5-minute candle. I want to see it break over 285 in the next minute. A lot of selling here at 283. So it's trying to hold this down at the moment. Come on, just a little bit more. Nope. Still not enough buying yet. Okay, 280 needs to hold here. 280 getting a little weak. So where's this 9 at? 2. So we may have a decent buying just came in there over 281. Decent sized buyers. I'm gonna put a stop loss just in case because this is making me a little sketched out. It's having a lot of trouble with this 285 mark. So I got about a 10-cent stop loss in here. See, Mark, you said people are swinging OEG. A lot of people are saying they're going to swing it. It's kind of early in the day to be calling for a swing on a penny stock. I mean, like I said, it is a newer stock. It IPO'd back in May, so it's only about a 7-month-old stock. Or 8-month-old stock. So here's a little pullback. It needs to hold above 275. If it cracks 275, it's done. So I mean, I maybe could see that on OEG, but I'd rather wait till close to market closing to decide that, or wait till middle of the day when all the volume is out of the market, when people are going to lunch. So we got 280 acting as resistance now. That's what I was saying. I was getting a little sketched out because it wasn't breaking that 285, and then it started getting sellers pushing it down through here. So the 5-minute was accurate at 260, and that was about a 25-cent move from that 5-minute. But this 1-minute was a little sketchy. Went a 277 up to 285. So that's what I've been saying on these 1 minutes. You'll get these buy signals for quick 10-minute pops. Give me just a second, guys. I got a phone call. Be right back. This is an urgent message for the vehicle owner. We've been trying to reach you about your warranty. Oh, you're dead? Well, that's all right. We'll come to your grave and get that warranty for you. No problem. These warranty people are getting ruthless, man. They have been just nonstop, man. Nonstop. They're the scourge of this planet. So it looks like we may try to test 285 again here. Buying volume a little light though. We're gonna need big buying volume to push through there, or at least more buying volume than we have now. A lot of sellers sitting on the ask at 283. Oh, they're getting taken out. 284 starting to slowly get pecked at. There we go. Finally breaking through that 285. See if it's going to push up to 3. 3 is going to be next resistance. See, still some selling up to 290 so far. A lot of selling at 290. Little pullback, but that's what we want to see. We want to see 285 start holding up as support, as tough as resistance as it was. So I'm going to hold this and give us a shot to see if it's going to go to 3 or not. I mean, we're almost there. Still a lot of selling, but if we get all these sellers out and buying volume keeps coming in, it may start popping. But if it can break over 3, I may be able to get moving a little bit. And this is pretty low float, so it can get going. So still testing that 285 support, but it is holding so far. Sellers are definitely trying to keep this below 3. A lot of selling pressure. Two 285 holding up again. As long as 285 continues to hold, we might be able to see us push to 3. Let's see here. 289 getting taken out. A lot of sellers are sitting there, and about half of them just got taken out in one swoop. Let's see if they keep getting taken out or not. Yeah, 289 got taken out. Let's see if 290 breaks here. Yep, 290 breaking here. So it's 295. See if 295 breaks down. Yep, 295 starting to break down. See a lot of selling under $3. I don't know, I may lock it out at 3. We'll see. That'd be a 15-cent share. 15 cents a share off that. See, I'm going to get a chance to try to break 3 here. A lot of selling at 292. Oh, they got taken out. See, it needs to get up to 3 and start testing 3. So far, we've got up to 296. But we need to get up to 3. We need to be pecking at 3, not 296. So a lot of sellers there at 295. They got taken out. Here we go. Now we're going to start attacking 3 here. A little bit of selling at 298. See on the 5-minute, buying volume slowly starting to increase. We need one big volume, buying volume push to push it through 3. What are y'all talking about, ride? Because I know you're not talking about this. It must be talking about ride. I'll pop over in a second to ride. I want to see if it's going to break 3 here. So we are testing, slowly taking out all these sellers below 3. Let's see, a lot of sellers at 299. Let's see if they get taken out. Because they're still not hitting 3 yet. A lot of selling on this under 3. See, 299 getting pecked at. There we go. Big seller sitting at 3, but they're getting taken out. Here we go. Very nice. So I'm going to take my stop loss off here. And I'm going to get ready to lock some of this in. I'm going to lock 10 in for sure right now. I'm just going to go ahead and lock that in. Just so we do have some profit. And then I'm going to see if this last 20 can run a little bit here. Very nice. Up to 310. A lot of sellers sitting at 310. Looks like we might break that down though. Buying volume looking, well, maybe not. I don't see $3 hold support at this point. We don't want $3 to crack. So 3 did hold up so far. We're starting to push up again that 310. I'm just thinking about putting a stop loss right under 3. Let's see here. Let's see if we break through 310. It's trying to push. Oh, we're going to break through 310, I think. Slowly breaking down. Oh, maybe. Oh, we got a little tug of war here going back and forth. A little tug of war between the buyers and sellers. Let's see. You see a little bit more buying. Right back down to 3. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put this stop loss in. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in right there under 3. So worst case, this will be another win regardless. So 5 for 7 with the Darvos box strategy so far. Very nice. Very, very nice. I'm trying to give us a shot to break through 10 here, and see, or 310, see if it can do it. A lot of selling at 310 though. If it starts breaking 310, I'm going to cancel my stop loss and get ready to lock out some more. Keep an eye on my horse. I don't know what you mean. Oh, 310 breaking down here. Here we go. Very nice. A lot of selling at 315. See if that breaks down. 315 starting to break down. Let's see. See if buying volume's going to keep coming or not. Oh, no. Got rejected pretty hard at 315. So I'm going to put my stop loss back in here because, like I said, I don't want this to be a loss. I'm gonna give it a shot. See if we can get over 315. We'll see if we can pull a little bit more out of this. May not get it. $3 has to hold up here if this is going to try to break 315. If not, it's going to come back down to this 290 area. My stop loss is going to get hit. Yeah, my stop loss got hit there, but that's all right. Still another win. Another win there on with the Darvos box strategy. So I will take it. Darvos box strategy, 5 for 7. Ride's running that crazy. Let me check it. Let's pop over to Ride now since I'm out of this. Yeah, Ride in a nice move. And you see the Darvo box said to buy it there at 23, so that was a whole $1.40 move. Could have got off the Darvos box strategy with this. I wouldn't say it's running that crazy. I mean, it's a $20-something stock. It's moved a couple of dollars, but it's not, it's not ripping like $10 at a time or anything. You guys made it sound like it was a super crazy rip. Don't get me wrong, it's a good rip. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying you were hyping it up. I thought I was going to flip back over. It was going to be like $40 or something. Oh, Daniel B, you're so salty today. Why are you so salty? Oh, you poor little Daniel B, you salty boy. Coming in with the, I didn't know it's a lottery. It's not a lottery, apparently, because the odds of winning with this Darvos box is way better than the lottery is. I've been waiting for you to trash talk me to give you the puppy voice. Oh, Daniel B, I love you, buddy. It's okay, man. Don't get so butthurt. Now, Daniel, we talk trash to each other. This is normal for me and him. So, anybody thinking this is a serious trash talking, don't worry, it's not. So yeah, guys, 2 for 2 on Monday with this yes, One Life, I agree. I didn't say it wasn't a big move. I was saying the way you guys were boosting it up, it sounded like it was ripping like dollars on dollars, but no, I'm not taking away from your win on Ride. It looks good. You know, you've been talking about it all morning, and it's a nice rip. It's a very nice rip. But the way you guys were talking about it there for a minute, I thought it was like a lot more than that. So there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not dissing the move on Ride. I'm just saying from the way y'all were talking, I thought it was a lot crazier. Gonna DDoS AMD, gonna short AMD. I don't know if I would short any of these chip makers right now, because like I said, let me pop back over here to Ford and I'll show you why. Because I saw this earlier, and this is what I was talking about. I was saying keep the chip makers on watch for long, because let's see, where is it at? Where's that PR at? Yeah, Ford and other automakers cut output on chip storage. There's chip shortage, I'm sorry. Chip shortage. So there's a wake of some chip supply shortage. Supply and demand, there's not a lot of supply, but there's heavy demand for chips. Those chip makers are going to shoot up. You have AMD contracts for AMD. Well, let me be clear. I don't know 100% sure. There's never 100% sure guarantees in the stock market. But according to the law of supply and demand, these chip makers should, continue to move up with a chip shortage, because they should be able to charge higher prices for the chips to kind of stave off the demand. But way higher demand, low supply, because that's just for Ford. That's for the cars. If there's not enough chips for the cars, and here's another thing too, whatever AMD and these companies are having an issue with chip shortages, it may be some type of material, so you may be able to invest in that material as well. So if it's like a sapphire wafer or something like that they're using to make the chips or something that they're out of, sapphire wafers will go up in price. So it depends. Oh, you're trading options on paper trading? Well, that's smart. That's good not to jump in there on options without testing it first, because options are sketchier than stocks in my opinion. But yeah, with a chip shortage, definitely could be some different opportunities all over the place. But guys, I will give the stream about 10-15 more minutes here. If anybody has any more questions, suggestions, or concerns, go ahead and get those in. And then I'm going to make me some lunch and call it a day. Now, this will be the first time AMD is over 100, if it can push over 100. But yeah, you may not be far off about shorters being maybe sitting there at $100. Yeah. Hey, Asian Ace Trader, that's all right, man. $5 loss is not a big deal. You'll make that back, no problem, buddy. I am also ready for tomorrow to see how much more this Darvos box is going to work. But 5 for 7 so far with the Darvos box strategy. So So, very nice. Very nice. Let's see, LMFA popping back up a little bit there. Sun W, that's just dying off. Start deleting things off my watch list, so I don't have a bunch of crap tomorrow to deal with. In case Thinkorswim is being ridiculous. Possibly BNGO might start having a move on it. See, FTFT has just went nowhere. And BNGO is interesting. Jagex, kind of meh. PTE, nothing there. BRQS looks like a barcode now, so I'm going to take that off. LMFA pushing up that 215. It may break that 215 mark here soon. Yeah, the Darvos box is pretty sweet so far, but like I was saying earlier in the stream, this is only 2 days of experimenting with it, so we don't know if this will continue or not. But if it continues to be consistent, then yeah, it's gonna be a pretty good strategy. So I don't know the exact calculations of data that the Darvos box does. I'm still researching on it. But I like experimenting while I'm researching, so I can kind of see the things that are happening with myself. So it's not that it puts an arrow every couple of minutes. It has nothing to do with time. The data that it's calculating is like volume and past prices and a bunch of different things, I think, if I remember correctly. But like I said, I'll do a tutorial on it and dive into it more once I get it all figured out myself. But the buying signals with the Darvo box, they come in when you get a new box. So, or that's supposed to be how it works. On the 5 minute, it's not as well. Yeah, you can kind of see on the 5 minute, but right here's a perfect example. You see, it was down here in this little box here. The buy signal comes in up into this next box, and then it came back again when this one was pushing back into this next box. So it's something to do with the data, the way it's calculated, and the way the boxes and the way the price moves out of the box into the next box. See, same thing there. OEG buy signal there, and then it pushed up this box here all the way up. So I'm still working it out. If you got questions on the Darvos box, I'm not probably going to be able to answer it that well because this is very new to me too. So the 1 minute, no, not necessarily. The 1 minute is not necessarily better, because from what I've seen so far, the 1 minute can have quick little pops, like 5 or 10 cent rips, which is fine if you're scalping. But then it could come back down. So, it's still trying to feel it out and figure it out. From what I've seen, though, the 5 minute buy signal leads to a lot bigger rips than the 1 minute. The 1 minute can lead to big rips, but it can also lead to quick little 5-10 cent pops, and then it can sell off. Whereas the 5 minute seems to be more 15 plus cents a move. So like OEG, you can see there's a 5 minute right in pre-market at 336. And you pretty much got almost $1 out of that 5 minute one, and then another one here at $4, and pretty much almost another $1 there. Whereas like on this one, it went up from 440 to 460, so you got 20 cents on that one before it started pulling back. So your 1 minute buy signals are, it's harder to tell how far the 1 minute buy signals are going to run. So what I'm kind of thinking is, if you get a couple of buy signals on the 1 minute and then you get that 5 minute, because you can see here 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, and then you get that buy signal on 5 minutes. So that's kind of some consistency there to be like, okay, this 5 minute one's probably a good one to buy at. You can buy at the 1 minute, so I mean they do get little pops. But, I don't know. But that's why we have a trading community, so we can research together and find out all the information about it and how it works. But so far, I am impressed. So, alright, guys, I think I'm going to call it a day. Appreciate everybody joining me as always. Good job to everybody who locked in some profits today on different plays. We will be back tomorrow. And then, of course, I'll be on the other channel tonight with Greg. I don't know what we're talking about yet, but we'll see. There's a lot to talk about over there. If you haven't seen that channel yet, the link is in the community tab. Yeah, you guys have a great rest of your day. And stay safe out there. Till next time.